So today I was going through Cses and I wanted to solve a problem. That's the first problem that you will find in the dynamic problem part, and its name is dice combinations. So in this problem, you are given a number n and and they want you to roll a dice and find out in how many ways you can actually represent that number using a dice. So they have given an example for if n is equals to 3, you can display it in four ways: 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1, and 3. So keep in mind that 1 plus 2 and 2 plus 1 both are the same, but we have to show them differently. So my first thought was to just iterate over the numbers, but I couldn't find any optimal solutions to do that. So then I went into the mathematical forms and I realized something, that you can just find out how many ways you can actually show these numbers. So for example, let's say 1, there's only one way to show 1. It's just if you roll a dice of 1. For 2, what we can do is we can have 1 plus 1, or we can just show a 2. Now that's it. And for 3, we have some ways like 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1, or we can have 1 plus 2, or we can have 2 plus 1, or we can have 3. And for 4, we can have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 plus 1, 1 plus 3, and then there is 2 plus 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 3 plus 1, and 4. So I think I got them all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm missing one. It's 1 plus 3, 3 plus 1, 2 plus 2. Oh no, I got it all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I got them all. So as you can see, there is a pattern here. So here the number of ways we can represent is 1. Here the number of ways we can represent is 2. And here the number of ways we can represent is 4. And here it's 8. Now, as you might think, just like me, that if we keep increasing this number, this pattern will remain. So for n, we can just print 2 to the power n minus 1. But it will work only up until, let's say, 5 or 6. All right, it will only work for 5 and 6, and up to that much. For 7, I think it will work only for 5 or probably 6, but as far as I know, for 6 I calculated that, and it is not 64 ways, it's 63. All right, it's not 64 ways, it's 63. And for 7, I think it was 125. So yeah, no, you cannot use any other ways to do this. So 2 whole to the power n minus 1 does not work. So what can you do? So what can you do is that if you come here, you can see that this and this, we can just have this and insert it into here, and then show it as a method of representing these values. So what I mean is, let's just go to the code and I will explain it there. So this is the code that I've written. So we take the integer n value as input, and we have an n plus 1 number of array. Sorry, we have an array that has an n plus 1 range, and we declare that the first value of that or the zeroth value is actually 1. And now we iterate from 1 to n, and since we have a dice, we'll iterate to 1 to 6, right? So we'll just iterate to 1 to 6, and this is the logic that I need you to understand. So for if we have an I minus j is greater than or equal to 0, we will increase the value of dp, or the value of that part of the array. Let me just explain this to you. So we have considered that dp of 0 is equals to 1. So we have initialized that dp of 0 is equals to 1. So let's go to dp of 1. All right, so dp of 1, how many ways can we represent 1? There's only one way to represent 1. So we will so for now our I is equals to 1 and now our j is equals to 1. Since we are iterating over j from 1 to 6, the first value that we will get is equals to 1. So now our I minus j is equals to gonna be 0. So now our I minus j is equals 0. So what do we do? In this case, since it's equals 0, we will update my dp of 1 to be dp of 1 plus dp of I minus j. Since I minus j is 1 minus 1, or it's equals to 0, so we will just do this. Now if you can remember that we initialized every single number of the dp as 0. So dp of 1 is currently 0, and dp of 0, this is dp of 0, we just initialize dp of 0 as 1. So dp of 0 is 1, so our total value will be 1. And if let's say my ij will increment to 2, this will not be true. So for any of the next 5 values, this will not hold, right? So let's just go to dp of 2. For okay, I'm just going to keep it here, and let's just go for dp of 2. So for dp of 2, now my I is equals to 2, so this is fixed, and now my j will iterate from 1 to 6. So j is equals to 1, we get I minus j is equal to 1. So I minus j is equal 1, which is greater than or equal 0. So our if loop will work. Now dp of 2 is equals to dp of 2 plus dp of 2 minus 1, right? 2 minus 1. So dp of 2, now we already said that each value of the dp is initially 0, so dp of 2 is now is equals to 0. And for dp of 2 minus 1, that's dp of 1, we just said that dp of 1, we just had dp of 1 is equals to 1, so we just had dp of 1 is equals to 1, so now it's 1. So for this iteration, now our dp of 2 value is equals to 1. But we are not done. Since our j is equals to 1, we can go one more round. So j is equals to j is gonna be 2. So for j is gonna be so if j is 2, I minus j is now equal to 0. So our if statement still works. So dp of 2 will be dp of 2 plus dp of 1. All right, dp of 2 plus dp of 1, as we stated before, that this will always be the same, right? But now our dp value is not 0. Now our dp is 2. Now our sorry. Now our dp is 1. All right, so now our dp value is 1. So if we put 1 again, how many ways can we just do? How many ways did we just get? 2. So this is the final value of dp of 2, because if we get j anything more than 2, the if statement will not work. So j is now finally it will stop. It will iterate from 3 to 6, but this will not work properly. So dp is equals to 2. Now let me just show you the final one for dp of 3. If dp of 3, I is now is equals to 3, and we go j is equals to 1. So since I minus j is now is equals to 2, we will just find out what we do. So dp of 3, so this is true, right? This is true. This is greater than or equal 0, so this is holding. So dp of 3 is gonna be dp of 3 plus dp of 2. dp of 2, I'm just gonna explain it right here. 3 minus 1, so I minus j, and we already said the dp of 3 is initially 0, and dp of 3 minus in is dp of 2. So how many what did we get in dp of 2? Finally we got 2. So now dp of 3 is equals to 2. And now next, now j is equals to 2. So for j is equals to 2, I minus j is gonna be 3 minus 2 is equals to 1, which is also true, which is greater than or equal 0, which is greater than or equal 0. So this will also hold true. So now we iterate again, and this time for dp of 3, we will still do dp of 3 But right now we are just gonna do dp of 3 minus 2, since this is our int value, so we're just gonna do dp of 3 minus 2, which if you might know, which if we get dp of 1, so what we find dp of 1, we just got dp of 1 is equals to 1. So we're just gonna take this, and dp of 3, we just found dp of 3 is 2, so we're gonna do this 2 plus 1, which is equals to 3. So now for j is equals to 2, our dp of 3 value is right now as 3, but we are not done. Since j is equals to 3 and our I is equals to 1, we can go one more round. So j is equals to 3, and now I minus j is equal to 0. So this is still true, because I minus j is greater than or equal 0. So if this if it still since this is holding, we're just gonna do one more round. dp of 3 is gonna be dp of 3 plus dp of 0. So if you know, we initialize dp of 0 is equals to 1. So now this is gonna be, since we found it 3 in the last time, we get now 3 plus 1 is equals to 4, and since none of the for j is equals to 4, 5 and 6, it will not work. So the final value of our dp of 3 is gonna be 4. And you can actually continue to do the math continuously, and you will see that for each term this will hold true. All right, this code is gonna hold true, and since we are gonna have to find the final value, we're just gonna print dp of n. So that's basically the code. But make sure to have this percentage mod, so you don't get overflow, or your integer values don't get way too high that you cannot actually represent it in an integer format. So just make sure to percentage it by a mod. So mod is 1 9 plus 7. So that's it.